Hey, got a little story to tell you guys, so hang with me here, okay? Picture this. It's 10 a.m. in the morning, and it is Mrs. Anderson's third grade class at Royal Elementary School in the great state of South Carolina. Up in the front of the room, there are 8 chairs, and these 8 chairs form a little circle. So, what is this circle? This circle, my friends, is called the Dumb Reading Circle. So, yes, every morning of my precious little third grade life, I had to walk up this aisle of desks into the front of the room in order to sit in the circle. My computer's doing funky things, so we're going to try and get through this thing. So I had to walk by my closest friends in the third grades, none of whom were in this dumb reading group circle with me. I, as a third grader, was devastated. Talk about being scarred, which I was, for life. And as if that wasn't enough humiliation, Mrs. Anderson's niece, Alice, who happened to be, she'd have special needs, which back in that day we call retarded. Alice happened to be in the reading circle with us. Therefore, we were tagged and labeled the dumb reading group circle. So I was a charter member of the most infamous third grade class ever at Royal School Elementary. And it created a label for me, you all, that I am still challenged by and practicing to get over today. So what did I do with this label? I do with what any of us do with a label. I owned it. I claimed it. I thought it was true. I mean, what the heck else is a little third grader to do? So every day I began looking around my world for proof that this label was true, that I was stupid and dumb. And so do you know what happens when you go looking for what you believe to be true? You find it. Your mind actually, when it thinks it's right, will go look for and find evidence that it is right. So I looked for proof, I looked for evidence, and guess what? I frickin' found it. So for years and years, I lived in fear that people were going to discover the truth about me, that I was stupid and dumb. So I worked really hard to look smart. When it came to being around other people, particularly adults and people in authority positions, I attempted to make sure that I knew what it was that they wanted from me, that I knew what they were going to ask from me long before they even asked me, right? It was exhausting for me. And here's the interesting part. I thought I was fooling everybody because I thought I appeared smart. I may have appeared smart. However, inside I was an absolute mess. Inside I was scared. Inside I was panicked. And I was convinced that I was stupid and dumb. Okay. So here's what I did. And actually, this proves that I actually am really brilliant and smart. I figured out how to play the game. I made good grades. I accomplished the honor roll. I graduated at the top of my class. And with all of those achievements, it still wasn't enough for me. I couldn't let the accomplishments in. That little voice in my head, it kept telling me, Tuck, you're stupid and dumb. And my mind insisted on proving that I was right and that the world was smarter than I was. Right? So this went on for years. Always say every story has a happy ending. At times today, stupid and dumb will still rear its ugly head with me. I can't tell you how much time and energy that I expend trying to prove to others that I'm smart and that I'm not dumb. However, here's what's different about how I do this today. When I'm triggered by my stupid and dumb label and fears of not measuring up, I notice it. I observe it. I breathe. I bring myself back to the present moment. When I find that I am literally exhausted from the unrealistic expectations that I put on myself or that I project onto others, I remind myself of the truth. I'm not in this circle anymore, for God's sakes. No, I am smart. I am wise. I am a genius. And I am only stupid and dumb given that I think I am. So I am here to say, and wrapping this up, It is absolutely amazing, powerful, that we as children can take one incident and one label and have us live in fear and anxiety and drive our behaviors and work hard to convince us that we are not something that we think we are or that we've made up that we are, all from, in my case, a little third grade label. So I'm here to ask you, are there labels, are there experiences in your life that you have claimed and owned and operated as if they are true, to where they have driven your behavior and your fears and your anxieties? And if so, I'm going to invite you, in the words of Elsa of Frozen, except this happens to be Anna. Like a little hat. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Free your mind. Let go of the fears. Trust your gifts. Trust who you are. Anna and I are off. Love this little pigtail. To announce ourselves to the world. I am brilliant. I am smart. I am wise. I am all those fabulous things. So thank you for listening, and we'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.